Tonight on the program, clogged garbage in canals remain the culprit of Bangkok's flooding situation. Also in the program, Thai designers unveil the latest collections at Bangkok International Fashion Week. And the Embassy of Saudi Arabia celebrates its National Day in Bangkok. สวัสดีค่ะ I'm Nabunag and welcome to This Week with Thai PBS World. For the past few weeks, heavy rainfall in Thailand has again led to widespread flooding, including in Bangkok. While we might blame the amount of rainfall or how effective or ineffective the drainage systems are, many other elements actually come into play. One of them is the garbage clogging in these drainage systems. These large household items, including old mattresses and discarded furniture, which were dumped into Bangkok's canals, are blamed for blocking the flow of water into the Chao Phraya River. According to the BMA's Department of Drainage and Sewerage, 5 to 10 tons of garbage are fished out of the canals every day, especially at the main water pumping station in Phra Khanong and the Rama 9 water tunnel, which are the last points before canal water flows into the Chao Phraya River. There are 4 main water pumping stations and sluice gates controlling the flow of water in the canals in the eastern part of the city. There are the pumping station that controls the flow of water in the Pre Prachakon Canal and the stations controlling the flow in the Hok Wa, San Sep, and Prawet Burirom canals. Garbage in canals is a persistent problem in Bangkok and it has been blamed for the worsening flooding. However, most of the garbage thrown into the capital's waterways is plastic waste, such as styrofoam packaging, plastic bottles, and bags. Statistics compiled by the BMA's Department of Drainage and Sewerage reveal that the amount of rubbish collected from canals, including ponds and rivers, seems to have decreased over the past 5 years. Even so, the quantity is still high. In the 2022 fiscal year, a total of 22,761 tons of garbage were collected, which is less than the year before. However, these numbers do not include the collection of weeds or other unwanted foliage in those canals. And whenever there is rainfall, there are also a number of communities in Bangkok that experience repeated flooding. This has been described as a nightmare for many of the residents, including motorists who experience difficulties commuting around the area.
The annual monsoon season is a nightmare for many Bangkok residents because there is a high possibility that this perennial problem will return to haunt them. This is a shortcut from Lat Krabang to Minburi district. The road is very convenient except during the monsoon season, that is.
ขี่มาจากไหนคะ
ขี่มาจากในนิคมนะครับ
ค่ะนิคมที่
นิคมลาดกระบัง
ค่ะประมาณกี่กิโลคะ
ประมาณ10 โลนะ
10 โลได้มีเห็นจุดน้ำท่วมตรงไหนอย่างไรบ้างคะแล้ว
มันเป็นหย่อมๆที่ไหนต่ำมันก็จะท่วมแต่ท่วมไม่เยอะ
เราต้องแบบขี่รถลุยน้ำมาประมาณกี่วันแล้ว
เท่ากา2 อาทิตย์ก็ต้องลุยอยู่เงี้ย
มีถึงขั้นที่แบบยังขี่ไม่ได้เพราะว่าน้ำมันสูงไหมคะ
ช่วงก่อนก็มาไม่ได้มันเพราะมันไม่เห็นอยู่วันนี้มาทีตกไปทีตอนเนี้ยก็เลยไม่มาเลยไม่มาอาทิตย์นึงแล้ววันนี้มาก็เหมือนเดิม
หลุมมันลึกเหรอคะ
มันน้ำมันท่วมไหมเราไม่รู้จังหวะไหนกัน
แล้วแบบกระแทกลงไปเลยล้มไหมคะไม่ล้มแต่ว่าแบบก็อันตราย
แน่นอนถ้าไม่รู้มาบ่อยๆไม่รู้ทาง
ค่ะ
ไม่รู้ว่าร่วงแน่ละ
Why is Bangkok so prone to flooding? Well, there are many contributing factors. For one, Bangkok's natural water retention and drainage channels have been lost under urban development and the city expansion. It links to the lack of or incompetent urban planning. Despite having more than 30 agencies to deal with water management, Bangkok still lacks any concrete and permanent solutions to the flooding problem. Like many other people in the capital, this gentleman has been affected by the current flooding.
ยังเจอจุดน้ำท่วมอย่างไรบ้างคะ
น้ำท่วมก่อนถึงทางเข้าบ้านครับท่วมสูงประมาณครึ่งหน้าแข้ง
พิกัดตรงนี้เขาเรียกว่าอะไรครับ
ตรงนี้เขาเรียกว่าลำกอไผ่ตอนบนครับเป็นทางลำกอไผ่ตอนบน
แล้วอย่างเวลาขี่รถมาเจอหลุมเจออะไรอย่างนี้บ้างไหมครับ
เจอครับบางทีเจอรถล้มต่อหน้าเลยครับก็ต้องลงไปช่วยเขาเก็บไปช่วยเขาพยุง
แล้วอย่างตรงจุดนี้ขี่ลำบากไหม
ลำบากครับบางวันก็ต้องอ้อมเอาเพราะว่ามันสูงเกินอย่างกระสอบทรายมากั้นมันก็น้ำมันก็ทะลุกระสอบทรายมาได้มันข้ามมาได้มันตกเพิ่ม
อ๋อคือน้ำมันเพิ่ม
ใช่ครับน้ำมันเพิ่มแล้วมันก็ล้นกระสอบทรายเข้ามาอีกเพราะว่ากระสอบทรายเขากั้นแค่2 ชั้น
ถ้าแก้ได้อยากให้แก้หรือทำอะไรเพิ่มเติมคะ
ผมคิดว่าถ้าจะแก้ต้องแก้ปัญหาระยะยาวครับเช่นลอกคูคลองอย่างที่ท่านชาติบอกว่าต้องแก้ปัญหาโดยเส้นเลือดฝอยก็คือคูคลองพวกนี้ครับไม่เคยตั้งแต่3-4 ปีที่ผ่านมาไม่มีแมคโครหรือว่าอะไรมาตักดินออกจากคลองเพื่อให้คลองมันลึกขึ้นให้น้ำได้โฟลว์มากขึ้นเลยผมก็เลยคิดว่าถ้าขุดลอกแล้วเอาดินที่ขุดลอกมากั้นตามตลิ่งมันยังใช้ประโยชน์ได้2 อย่างก็คือขุดลอกด้วยแล้วก็กั้นริมตลิ่งไปด้วยเนี่ยผมว่าได้ประโยชน์ทั้ง2 อย่าง
เจรภาบุญญทัศน์ไทย PBS World
And in terms of flood management, there are a few countries that have been successful in dealing with such issues. One of them is the Netherlands. Let's find out what Thailand can actually learn from this country.
There is at least one thing which Thailand and the Netherlands have in common. Both countries have been having to manage water for thousands of years. The difference is, however, that even though the Netherlands is below sea level and vulnerable to flooding, the country is one of the most accomplished when it comes to effective water management. In 1953, the Netherlands faced what became known as the North Sea flood. Without the right preparation, many people died. The incident drove the government to speed up a project called Delta.
The government knew they really had to step up. So they came with a Delta plan. A Delta plan that is acknowledged throughout the world as being one of the most sustainable and workable Delta plans. Within the Delta plan, even we made mistakes that we would not repeat again. But what the result was is that the Delta was safe. So we could see it by practice.
The Netherlands already now for decades, we've changed the ways of water management. We look at it from an integrated approach, so we look at everything. We not only try to fight the water, but we try to find solutions to manage the water.
According to the Thailand Development Research Institute, or TDRI, the authority to administer the country's water resources are embedded in over 50 laws involving more than 30 state organizations across 7 different ministries. As a result, there is a great deal of overlap and duplication. That might change soon though. The government is planning to set up a new ministry to oversee all water management affairs in the belief that such body would increase efficiency and reduce the overlapping of responsibilities between agencies. Robert Morey, Policy Coordinator for International Water and Climate Adaptation at Holland's Ministry of Infrastructure and Water Management, thinks that to succeed in water management, the government needs to operate with people. Therefore, the government has to build a level of trust from the public.
What we should talk about, and that's what we do with Thailand, is if you want within the Thai culture to come at a result of having less flooding, knowing what to do with the flooding, keeping water safe for dry periods. What do you need to do in Thailand to achieve those goals? And that depends on government decisions, political decisions, finance, and all kinds of people working together. And in the Netherlands we have learned that if you impose a measure from up, then people tend not to listen. But if you create a measure together with the people, a solution, then you have the real support of the people, and then the solution will be resilient for a long, long time.
Robert said that though water management involves nature, technology, innovation, and great infrastructure, how we treat water is the most important thing.
Solutions for water management are nature, technology, innovation, and if necessary, concrete grey infrastructure. And it's a mix. But on the other hand, so the basis of all the work on water is you and me, people. People treating water with respect. So don't throw plastic in the water.
Kittipat Chilsukhjit reporting for Thai PBS World.
And water management is actually the key to tackling floods in the Netherlands. And now let's have a look at the other stories in our weekly roundup. The Constitutional Court has ruled that General Prayut Chan-o-cha can stay on as Prime Minister until his current term of office ends. However, in a much-awaited ruling this morning, the court determined that his premiership commenced in 2017 when the current constitution was promulgated, meaning that if re-elected as Prime Minister after the next general elections, he could serve for only 2 more years. The Constitution sets an 8-year term limit for the Prime Minister. The current term of the House of Representatives will end in March next year. Tropical storm Noru swept across Thailand's northeastern region on Wednesday night, causing heavy rainfall in several provinces, such as Amnacharan,ศรีสะเกษ Ubon Ratchathani, and Yasothon. So far, the storm has weakened to a low-pressure cell. The Bank of Thailand has announced a hike in interest rates from 0.75% to 1%, effective since Wednesday. The central bank also predicted that Thailand's economy will expand by 3.3% this year and 3.8% next year. However, the bank also expects inflation this year to remain at 6.3%. Thai baht has continued to weaken against the US dollar, falling to 38 baht per $1, mainly due to the strengthening of the greenback as a result of a recent increase in the US Federal Reserve's base rate, which has forced other currencies, including Thai baht, to weaken accordingly. Now let's move on to the story. Recently, we had a chance to attend the Bangkok International Fashion Week, which is the first fashion week event since the COVID-19 pandemic. Many of the designers shared their excitement and took this opportunity to reveal their latest collections, with some of them also addressing global issues through their shows.
I think we all miss this excitement. It's everything we live for the people who love fashion, for designers, for models, for everybody in the industry. I think we all get together today for to celebrate the fashion.
สนุกมากเพราะว่าทุกคนอัดอั้นกันมานานแล้วก็เราจะเห็นว่าคนที่แต่งตัวมางานก็ดูสนุกเอนจอยกันมากๆใช่ไหมครับมันเหมือนแบบที่นี่มันเป็นพื้นที่สำหรับการปลดปล่อย energy ของแต่ละคนอะไรอย่างเงี้ยครับ
คิดว่าทุกคนก็คงจะดีใจที่ BIFW กลับมาแล้วก็เปิดโอกาสให้เขาได้แสดงผลงานรวมถึงได้ทุกคนที่มารวมตัวกันในงานเพราะว่ามันนานมาก2 ปีที่มันไม่มีความสนุกแบบนี้ครับ
Bangkok International Fashion Week finally made its long-awaited return after a long hiatus during the COVID-19 pandemic. With a whopping 15 shows throughout the 5-day event, many Thai designers showed their excitement along with their latest collections. This year, Asava's autumn-winter collection called Focus was about staying true to its identity and style and not being easily distracted by rapid changes and trends.
We would like to focus on the heart and soul of our Asava women, who they are, what they think, what has the true meaning for them, and then focus for us as a designer, as a brand, to focus on the essence of the brand, the silhouette, the color, the proportion, and most importantly, who we are. We want to make sure that people still remember us and still want to connect with us. So I think that's most important. And the 3 words that we want to describe this show is modern, sophisticated, and the last but not least is very important for us is uplifting.
Greyhound Original addresses global concerns such as sustainability and diversity through its newest collection called Listen to the Future. The highlight is the use of recycled materials and natural fabrics, adorning a diverse group of models to contribute to sustainable fashion.
คือความหมายของ Listen to the Future ของพวกเราเนี่ยก็เหมือนประมาณว่าแบบโลกตอนนี้มันพูดอะไรกับเราบ้างอย่างเช่นเรื่อง diversity หรือว่าเรื่องเกี่ยวกับโลกร้อนภาวะโลกร้อนคือในคอลเลคชันนี้มันจะมีเรื่องของใช้ผ้ารีไซเคิลเข้ามาเกี่ยวข้องนะฮะเราพยายามใช้สิ่งที่พยายามจะเปลี่ยนมาตรฐานของ Standard of Beauty ครับเหมือนเราใช้คนที่หลากหลายแล้วก็พยายามให้ทุกคนรู้สึกว่ามีความสำคัญมันไม่ใช่พื้นที่ของแค่แบบ handsome guy beautiful girl อะไรเงี้ยแค่นั้นอะไรเงี้ยครับ
Vivon Sukarnasin also made his Fashion Week debut with his interpretation of daytime to nighttime.
คอนเซปต์นี้มันเริ่มมาจากการที่รู้สึกว่าชุดนอนก็เป็นเสื้อที่เป็นไอเทมที่คลาสสิกมากแล้วก็ยังเป็นแฟชั่นที่กลับไปกลับมาอยู่ตลอดก็เลยเห็นภาพหนึ่งรู้สึกว่ามันสวยดีก็เลยลองคิดดูว่าถ้า what if ถ้าเราจะต้องตื่นตอน2 ทุ่มเป็นตอนเช้าสลับกลางวันเป็นกลางคืนนะครับฉะนั้นทั้งคอลเลคชันเนี่ยก็จะเป็นไอเทมที่ใส่ได้แล้วก็มีเซนส์ของชุดนอนอยู่นิดหน่อยถึงผ้าแมทเทอเรียลอะไรเงี้ยแล้วก็ดีไซน์
Other highlights during Fashion Week include Watanika, who showcased her very first bridal collection, along with revisiting her signature pieces. Closet expressed their Born This Way concept through a rocker style and embellished pieces to emphasize women's bold confidence and the strength of feminism. While Poem showcased its simple yet powerful concept, featuring menswear pieces being altered for women of all body types with its signature feminine silhouette. Even though Thailand's fashion industry is flourishing, many designers hope that more positive changes can be made. One of them is addressing sustainability, as fast fashion has had a negative impact on the global environment.
คือในแง่ของความยั่งยืนนะครับคือเราอาจจะไม่ถึงสามารถที่จะเป็นคนที่ลุกขึ้นมาเปลี่ยนแต่ว่าเราเริ่มต้นที่ตัวเราเองได้นะครับคือเราตัดสินค้าจำนวนหนึ่งเนี่ยที่เคยเป็นการผลิตแบบปกติก็กลายเป็นมาใช้ผ้ารีไซเคิลนะครับใช้ผ้าคอตตอนออร์แกนิกซึ่งมันก็เป็นการลดผลกระทบต่อสิ่งแวดล้อมในตั้งแต่เริ่มการเพาะปลูกเส้นได้จนการสิ่งทอหรืออะไรต่างๆครับก็เริ่มเข้ามาใช้เรื่อยๆมาตั้งแต่ประมาณ 2-3 คอลเลคชันละนะครับ
These Thai designers also hope that Thai fashion, along with other Thai elements, can be promoted a lot more on the international stage, which will help enhance Thailand's soft power.
Thai design has so much potential. Now it's time for us, not only for designers and brands, but for Thai people to believe in ourselves and to make sure that we want to push not only fashion, but everything Thai to the world stage. We have to be proud of who I am. We have to be proud of our heritage. We have to be proud of our food. We have to be proud of our fashion. We have to be proud of who we are. And if we can do that, then we can send fashion and many other things else to the world stage. And I hope all the Thai people would support each other, not only in terms of fashion, but in terms of living life and in terms of being proud of being Thai.
Nad Bunag, Thai PBS World. From fashion, now we talk about food. Actually, food is one of the best ways to represent any culture and identity. In this episode of Home Away, we talk to the owner of one of the very well-known Thai restaurants in Kuala Lumpur to see her journey as a Thai expat in Malaysia.
เรามีความสุขที่จะได้เสิร์ฟแบบอาหารที่มันอร่อยให้ลูกค้าแล้วลูกค้าชมเราชอบที่แบบเซอร์วิสลูกค้าแบบเซอร์วิสลูกค้าแล้วลูกค้าแบบแฮปปี้ไม่ได้แพลนมากแค่แบบแฮปปี้กับงานที่ตัวเองทำอยากแบบอยากขยายมาลัยไทยมันรู้สึกว่ามันเป็นลูกของเราแล้วอ่ะมันเบบี้ my baby อยากให้แบบขยายสาขาแล้วเราก็ทำงานแค่นั้นก็มีความสุขแล้วค่ะเพราะมีความสุขงานเราก็เลยชอบที่จะทำอยู่ตรงนี้
Lucky and happy are two words heard regularly in conversation with Nirunchala Puntong, the owner of a Thai restaurant in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Nirunchala moved to the city about 4 years ago, after traveling back and forth for 10 years. The reason is simple. It's time for her to settle down with her longtime boyfriend. She does not talk about getting married officially. That was not the point of it. But she does talk of spending their lives together as a family. 4 years on, and as well as service departments and hotel rooms invested in and managed by her boyfriend, she is now running Malay Thai Cuisine, a well-known Thai restaurant in Kuala Lumpur, a Japanese restaurant and a Spanish restaurant. Asked how she sees her restaurant business developing in the next 5 years, she said her plan always has been expansion, having more outlets. It was interrupted by COVID. Again, though, she said she is fortunate.
อย่างช่วงล็อกดาวน์ก็จะมีล็อกดาวน์แล้วก็ผ่อนคลายช่วงผ่อนคลายเนี่ยก็จะเจอช่วงรอมฎอนอะไรเงี้ยคือเต็มทุกวันเลยค่ะคือโชคดีมากก็คือถือว่าช่วงรู้สึกว่าตั้งตอนโควิดควักกระเป๋าแค่ครั้งเดียว
Nirunchala says she is proud of the food her Thai restaurant offers. She believes the flavor is authentic, and this is how she wants people in Malaysia to experience Thai food. Of course, a real-life story is not a bed of roses. There are times when she's stressed out about work, about her staff, among other things. According to her, however, luck has always come to her rescue. When she told her family and friends in Thailand that she was going to open a Thai restaurant, there was no objection, nor words of encouragement. She said no one had done this before. They were all a bit confused, but again, she said she was lucky.
ทุกคนยังงงๆทุกคนก็ไม่มีใครรู้สายนี้มาก่อนก็จะมีแฟนปอที่รู้เรื่องร้านอาหารเพราะเขาเป็นทำงานในร้านอาหารมาก่อนเขาก็จะจัดการเขาก็จะบอกว่าโอเคหาเชฟไทยมาซึ่งอันนี้ความโชคดีของปอเลยนะตั้งแต่โบราณตั้งแต่ได้เชฟมาคือทุกคนดีหมด
Now Nirunchala feels like she belongs in Kuala Lumpur. She can be herself without judgment on how she goes about her days or how she dresses. She said that kind of pressure affects her a lot back in Thailand.
ใช่รู้สึกค่ะรู้สึกว่า I belong here รู้สึกว่าเหมือนเราเกิดมาเพื่อที่ต้องย้ายมาอยู่ที่นี่แล้วพอมาอยู่ที่นี่ปุ๊บหลายคนไม่เคยคิดว่าปอเป็นคนไทยนะคิดว่าเป็นคนมาเลย์ทุกคนจะคุยแบบมาเลย์ด้วยหรือว่ามาเลย์กับฟิลิปปินส์เขาจะสับสนสองอย่าง
Tulip Naksompopla reporting for Thai PBS World.
Now on to international relations. We previously reported about Thailand and Saudi Arabia restoring their diplomatic ties. Recently, the Embassy of Saudi Arabia in Bangkok held its National Day celebration, which is actually the first since its full restoration of its ties with Thailand.
This is the first Saudi Arabian National Day celebration in Bangkok after the full restoration of diplomatic ties with Thailand. This year's event welcomes all the guests with Saudi coffee, dates, and a wide variety of national menus. Saudi Arabian National Day marks the 92nd anniversary of the unification of the kingdom by the late King Abdul Aziz bin Abdul Rahman Al Saud in September 1932. Saudi-Thai relations began in 1957 and are currently witnessing development in various fields since the return to full diplomatic ties on 25th January 2022. That makes this year's National Day celebration extra special for everyone involved.
I feel that. أنا فعلا يعني حسيت هذه في فرحة وحرارة الحضور وفرحتهم بعودة العلاقات بين البلدين وحضورهم لهذا الحفل. لمسنا فرحة المواطن التايلندي امتزجت مع فرحة المواطن السعودي بحفلنا اليوم 92 ويدل ذلك على فرحة الشعب التايلندي بعودة العلاقات الطبيعية بين البلدين.
The National Day celebration is an excellent opportunity for visitors to learn more about the host's culture, whether it will be through music, traditional attire, language, or food and drinks. As is traditional, Saudi Arabian coffee and assorted chocolates are offered at the entrance to the event to welcome visitors. Many Saudi Arabian dishes were served at the celebration, including appetizers like falafel, a Middle Eastern deep-fried ball made from ground chickpeas or fava beans, herbs, and spices. There is also shawarma, which is a popular Middle Eastern dish in Thailand, and kafta kebabs, a traditional Middle Eastern dish made with ground beef, minced onions, chopped parsley, and seasoned with some of the region's spices. The main dish, which is the highlight of the celebration, is mutton mandi. This is usually made from rice, the meat of sheep or goat, and a mixture of spices called hawaij. Usually mutton mandi is served with the whole goat, as at this celebration. The event also showcased the central Islamic holy book, the Quran, which has been translated into many languages. In the near future, the ambassador said that he hopes there will be more Saudi-Thai activities to connect the people of the two countries.
وذلك ليعرف أو لتعريف المواطن التايلندي على الثقافة السعودية. وهذا مؤشر كبير جدا بإذن الله بأنه المستقبل القريب حيكون مستقبل واعد بين البلدين.
Kitipachan Sukchit, reporting for Thai PBS World.
And that wraps up tonight's edition of This Week with Thai PBS World. Join us every Friday at 10:30 p.m. only on Thai PBS. And don't forget to follow us on social media, including our website, thaipbsworld.com, for all the latest updates as well as analyses. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Friday. สวัสดีค่ะ